Hey guys, what's up? It's Finch here. Today we have the first game of the World Cup of Pokemon for 2020, the first game of post-DLC SSOU in an official tournament ever. This is a really important game for me, guys. I'm going to bring you guys a lot of World Cup Pokemon content. For those of you who don't know what the World Cup Pokemon is, though, because we have a lot of new subscribers, basically, there's a tournament in every summer that has 16 different regions. So this in particular is between Bea of Team Latin America versus Team Savouras of Team Greece. Two of the 16 regions, and those 16 regions duke it out, and only one of them is able to emerge victorious and ultimately claim themselves the champions of the World Cup of Pokemon. Last year, the rivals to my team, Team West, was able to prevail over us in the quarterfinals and ultimately win the tournament over Brazil in the finals. And the year prior, my team, Northeast, which has people like me and Joey on the team, we were able to win the tournament. But this year, it's a fresh slate for everyone. And the format changed to include old generations, and now it's only SSOU. So there are just 8 slots of SSOU. So we're going to be bringing so many games from this tournament, guys. This is just the first of what's likely to be north of 50 games over the next, month and a half. So there's going to be at least a game every day for weekends, if not 2 or 3, that I'm going to be bringing you guys. But also there's going to be plenty more on other days as well. I might, cover weekend games during the week as well, in case there's too many games over the weekend. So yeah, I'm not going to be bringing every game, but every relevant game, every game I think I could highlight something cool about, I'm going to be bringing you guys. So if you like the tournament coverage, definitely like, comment, and more importantly, subscribe, because there's so much more coming, guys. I'm also going to be bringing you my games. So yeah, a lot of cool stuff coming. But anyway, this is between Savouras and Bea. Again, Greece, as they got this cool custom avatar, versus the Latin Americans. So right off the bat, we're going to be seeing a team from Savouras with Urshifu, Marowak, Alola, Mantine. That's interesting to see Mantine on both sides, in fact. Jirachi, which is a cool pick, Rillaboom, and Clefable, whereas Bea is going to be using a Clefable, Rotom Heat, Slowbro, Crocodile, Magearna, and a Mantine of his own. So yeah, looking at the teams right off the bat, I'd say that if it's not a Castleberry or itemless variant of Slowbro on Bea's side, which it very well could be, then it's actually going to have a really he's going to have a really hard time dealing with the Poltergeist variant of Marowak, because there are not many switch-ins, and potentially Clefable, if it's not Knock, and Magearna will let it in. So yeah, you gotta be careful of that, especially if it's paired with Teleport Clefable. In addition, Rillaboom with a Choice Banded set should be able to 2-KO everything if it's Stomping Tantrum. So you gotta be careful of that, but it is a bit prediction line. As for Bea, the Rotom Heat looks like it's pretty threatening. However, it can be revenge killed by the Urshifu, so you gotta be careful in what you set up on. And if it's a Teleport Clefable, then you really have to cripple that in the early game. So there are definitely options for both players to work past the other, but I'd say the matchup favors Savouras, assuming it's not like an Iron Defense variant of the Magearna versus an offensive Jirachi, because then Jirachi eventually can lose that matchup, and that's really good for the Bea side if the Marowak Alola gets crippled. But of course, you see there are like layers of like conditions it requires for that to happen, and that's why I feel like the more direct matchup favors Savouras, because he has more things that can punish the opponent directly, of course, but there are ways around that as well, so a lot depends on the sets. Before we speculate anymore, let's actually get on into the game here. So we're going to see the leads here. It's going to be Rillaboom for Savouras against Crocodile, so it's going to be an early lead for the Savouras side in terms of like the leads positions, I guess you could say. However, it's also worth noting it's not an Intimidate Crocodile, so it's likely an Anger Point variant, so you got to watch out with clicking Wicked Blow from Urshifu. Anyway, we're going to see the Rotom Heat come in here now on a knockoff. And that's going to reveal the Choice Banded Rillaboom. That's a lot of damage right off the bat. And that Rotom Heat was one of the best Pokemon against the team for the Bea side. So that's huge. He's going to Pain Spot in the Marowak, but he's going to still leave the Marowak at 71% up to train. And it goes for Substitute, revealing that it could be Rocks on Clefable or Jirachi. And now Bea goes for Skull, as it looks like Poltergeist is going to come out here. And it's going to do probably about 70%. It's 80. Oh my god. So it's like a kind of weird Mantine. It might have some speed for like Conkeldurr or something like that. But either way, it goes for Roost here, predicting the switch, knowing that a Skull could kill it. Urshifu comes in now, and he's going to go predict the Clefable and go Poison. No, he goes U-turn. Okay, that's still a good mid-ground there. And he chips it, and the Rillaboom is now going to come in, and Woodhammer should be able to kill this. And it might be able to kill the Rotom Heat, so he's got to be careful. He goes to Magearna because of that on a Grassy Glide, so maybe it's not a Woodhammer. Woodhammer should be a staple on Choice Band in my eyes. You don't really need superpower. But yeah, it gets a critical hit and it does 54, which is still amazing damage. Another Pain Split to Marowak. This one's really not too effective, though. Marowak is going to still remain above 2/3 health after Grassy Train, which is really helping it recover. And now Slowbro comes in on the Substitute. Okay. Is this going to be Castleberry or Itemless? Well, it fails. So yeah, it's Itemless, and that's amazing. I don't know why Bea didn't go to it first, honestly. Maybe he was scared of Shadow Bone. But either way, that was really good for Bea, as now he teleports out. He has the counter to Marowak. That's great. All of a sudden, the matchup looks a bit better for Bea, despite falling a little behind early on. So yeah, the overheat into the Marowak there is going to actually potentially to a kill. It does 36% there. So we're going to see a double to Urshifu on another overheat. It does 41%. There's still a lot of damage. Keep in mind Urshifu is pretty frail. That might be an offensive Rotom Heat though. But anyway, he goes for U-turn here. This is a really good play. So I was predicting a Wicked Blow because the Clef took some chip. It hits the Slowbro and it hits the Rotom Heat. So he went to Crocodile predicting that because he would have gotten an Anger Point and a crit. But instead predicting that alternatively and knowing that you could chip the Clef with it further closer to 2 range as well, he goes for U-turn and does 91% to the Crocodile, which is just amazing play for Savouras there. Jirachi's out now, and it could be a Scarf variant, so it threatens out the Crocodile and goes for U-turn into the Magearna. As the Rillaboom gets in, it can now threaten this with potentially a Stomping Tantrum, so I personally would be going for a Woodhammer if I have it here. He didn't go for it before, but I don't think he does have it because of that. Instead, though, Savouras continues his mid-ground and goes for the U-turn, bringing in the Jirachi, trying to perhaps cripple this. However, he goes for Trick into Crocodile, which is a great play for Bea, as they both have Scarf, of course, and now he could just switch out and go to Magearna knowing the Trick's not coming here. Indeed, it's not, as he just goes for a U-turn into Magearna again. Magearna gains leftovers and Grassy Terrain, so now it might not even be in Stomping Tantrum range, but not wanting to risk anything. Bea, high horsepower, sorry, I don't know why I said high Stomping Tantrum, it's high horsepower, my bad. Bea goes to Mantine on the high horsepower and is able to recover all the way to full health, which is amazing. And now, predicting him not to go for the Wicked Blow, because hold up. Why not go for Wicked Blow? It hits Crocodile, the Crocodile dies. So yeah, it would do more to Magearna, and Clef is going to be closer to a Kyogre anyway. I just feel like that was a really good turn to Wicked Blow there. He goes for Poison Jab, over-predicting, trying to nail the Clef anyway, and Mantine just goes for Scald, and now they both switch out. Personally, I would have roosted up with Mantine there, but I get not wanting to take the poison. So yeah, Bea is playing much better thus far. Really nice game there from Bea thus far. A double switch to Rotom Heat and Jirachi is going to solidify that position even better. So yeah, it looks great for Team LA and Bea thus far. However, it's far from over. Overheat does 57 to Clef. Yeah, this is a really offensive Rotom Heat. He goes to Nasty Plot now, perhaps on a Teleport. No, he goes for it on a Soft Plot. Okay, now Discharge here is going to do like 30-ish. Yeah, okay. On a Calm Mind. I don't know if this is favorable for Savouras to pursue, however, as this is a Nasty Plot offensive variant of Rotom Heat, and it's got Pain Split, I assume, right? No, it's not Pain Split. He goes for Overheat into the Mantine. It does 35%, which is crazy at +2. And then he goes Jirachi here on the Discharge. It's going to paralyze it. Crits. It doesn't para, though, so it only leaves him. It does leave him at a bit over half health, though. He feels his Scarf Rocks, which is interesting. Makes sense considering it's probably not Rock's Clef or Marowak. And now he goes Slowbro, and we get a Thunder Wave on the Mantine, and that's going to invite in the Magearna as there's a full paralysis in the turn prior. And Magearna's going to take this out with a Thunderbolt. Wow. So that's the first kill of the game on turn 33. It's going to be 6-5 in favor of Bea. However, the Rillaboom's going to come out and threaten this with the high horsepower. Yeah, finally we get it right. It's 40 to the Clef. So Clef might have some physical defense, but it's definitely not max physical defense given that damage. Jirachi comes in now on the Rocks from Clefable. So now all of a sudden Rocks are on both sides. Something's dying, Forced chip and progress is happening. Slowbro comes in here now. Perhaps trying to take the chip from the U-turn. Yeah, because it doesn't mind it. Rillaboom comes in here, however, to try and threaten it out. We're going to see what it goes for here. Magearna comes in on a Grassy Glide. So why is it not Woodhammer? Woodhammer would be too killing this. Woodhammer would be so amazing in this matchup. Yeah, I kind of fault Savouras for using Woodhammerless variant of this. But anyway, Marowak's going to be thrown out here. That's going to give the Magearna a special attack boost as it goes for Flare Cannon, but that's going to invite the Rillaboom right back in here, or the Urshifu, and Urshifu's close combat should be able to take this out. He goes to Clefable on the close combat, and it's not going to kill, so it's a really physical defensive Clef. So yeah, it looks really good for Bea at this point, I'd say. Jirachi's going to come in here, though, on a Thunder Wave. Oh, wow. That's really good for Bea, slowing this down. But now it's into a kill range for close combat, so personally I would have healed up there. A U-turn here into Urshifu would be huge, but he goes for Iron Head, perhaps predicting to stay in. Ah, damn. Now Clefable comes in here now on the Thunder Wave. It's going to miss, thankfully, so that's really lucky for the Savouras side. Now a Thunderbolt there, and another T-Wave miss. Wow. A really lucky turn of events for Savouras, as the Rotom is going to be thrown out here. Heavy Duty Boost was knocked off after all, so yeah. Magearna now is able to come in to threaten this Clefable, though. So it's going to force him out into Jirachi, which is paralyzed and weakened, so you got to be careful there. But he dodges the Flare Cannon. Wow, really lucky turn of events here for Savouras. But then, unfortunately, he gets paralyzed, as he probably was trying to Iron Head or Trick this, or maybe healing with something up. And now Slowbro comes in here now, as Bea conditioned him to think he'd stay in, and he goes for Iron Head. So now he's locked in the Iron Head, so all he can do is flinch down to Slowbro. He gets one. No, he does not get one, as Bro just teleports, and now the Crocodile can come in to revenge kill it. Knockoff is going to take it out, and it doesn't look like it's Moxie. It is indeed Anger Point. So yeah, now the Rillaboom's going to be able to come in. Grassy Glide looks a bit better, but The Magirna is still quite healthy. He's going to fight off the Mantine, though. But he goes to it on high horse. Wow, a great play there from Bea. Predicting him to predict Magirna. And he goes Mantine, and he's able to just recover up now, I'd assume. Clefable comes in on the Roost. Yep. Clefable is a menace, though, to Bea's team. All he has is Magirna for it. Potentially is his Combine Thunderbolt, which is a really cool set to beat Toxapex. And he gets a Paralysis on the Magirna. Oh my goodness, this is so lucky for Savouras. Now the opposing Clefable is going to come in and try and paralyze it, perhaps even the field, but that's going to give multiple Combines, and all of a sudden, it looks like this Clef is going to be able to win the game. It's Haze Mantine. Okay, so there's a bit of a saving grace, but that does over half easily. So, and eventually a Paralysis could do a lot for the Savouras side, but now, once the situation is contained, he gets the Magirna in here to try and maybe set up against it. As yet, they're both combined, but Thunderbolt crits there, and now Urshifu is going to come in on a prowl. Oh my god. So yeah, Savouras just is really lucky. It looks like this is going to be able to do a lot of damage here. Wicked Blow does another 38% to Clef. Yeah. Now the opposing Clef comes in, it's able to set up again, so it's kind of his new lease of life with the Urshifu still alive. We're going to see Moonblast here on a Paralysis. Wait, another Paralysis would be huge for Bea. And he gets it. Wow. So all of a sudden, it looks great for Bea. It's a 5-2 game. The Rillaboom comes in here now, though. He does 59 with Grassy Glide. Okay, but he's just going to softball that off. Right. Yeah, I don't see a way out. Urshifu comes in now, and he's going to predict the Poison Jab and go Magirna. But it's not U-turn. Okay. Mantine comes in here now. It's the fodder on Grassy Glide. All right. So now it's just... Oh my god, it crits. No! On the Moonblast, you're kidding. Damn, that's so unfortunate for Bea, that timing. Oh my god. He's going to fodder off the Slowbro. Okay. Now go to Crocodile on the Grassy... that was not the best play, I don't think. I think he should have just went for knockoff, because then it wouldn't have been banded anymore. And as you see, it didn't have Woodhammer, so it was really foolproof. I don't agree with that play at all, because Train wasn't up, so it didn't have priority. I don't really get that. Why not just go for the knockoff, and then you live? I get it, not having this makes it really annoying to deal with the Urshifu, but Urshifu can only kill Clef with Poison Jab. So yeah, it looks like Savouras, with a lot of luck, crit clits, paralysis galore, is going to unfortunately emerge victorious here for Bea. So yeah, Savouras has a good game. He played great. And Bea has a good game. Definitely a fortunate game for Savouras, but regardless of that, some really great plays on both ends, specifically the Bea side, but also Savouras side. And yeah, so the first World Cup game is going to go to the Greeks. Not only did they come out from qualifiers, as you might have seen some of the qualifier action on my channel, but now they're 1-0 in the main tournament. Of course, there's a whole 24 games in the first round, so definitely stay tuned for that and see if the Greeks can hold on and how my team does, etc. A lot more World Cup content coming, a lot more SSU content coming. So yeah, stay tuned, guys. Have a great day. Peace.